Okay, now that you're back, I think it is Celeste's turn to be interviewed.
I agree.
Moi? Moi?
Hello, Celeste. What is your name?
Shit, Google's talking to me. Hang on.
Oh shit, I forgot.
No, so something I said triggered my Google Home, and it was like, say that again?
No, I'd
So my
rather
name is
not
Celeste.
Google.
So my name is Celeste. This is actually important. See, in the first episode, I introduced myself as Tay and Celeste. We're just gonna drop the Tay for a while. Just call me Celeste, please.
Yay!
And thank you.
Yay!
So yeah, that's my name. Wear
That's
it
a good
out.
name.
I like it.
Where are you from?
Originally from Michigan, and then moved to Tennessee when I was just a wee little baby. And then I spent like 26 years there before moving up to Vermont, where I am now.
Do you like it in Vermont?
Oh, I love this place. It's gorgeous. I love the cold weather. I love the snow. People are so nice up here. People always talk about Southern hospitality. And I mean, I lived in the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. And this is even talk like pre-transition, like I just looked like a normal dude. People are not nice in the South. They just pretend to be nice, and they do a bad job at it. Because it's like always has the undertone, and everybody knows that they're not being nice except for the outsiders. So the outsiders will come in and be like, oh, everyone was so nice. I'm like, no, they hated you. They hated you.
Did they say bless your heart?
Always.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's still something that's in my vernacular every now and then. I like bless your heart.
Same. I kept that one when I lived in Georgia.
It's sassy. So like
I love it.
I'm all in for that.
I lived in North Carolina for a little bit.
Oh.
I might have picked it up there.
So in Vermont, people are either really nice or they just don't talk to you, which is the best of both worlds.
I feel like that's kind of a Scandinavian attitude, isn't it? Just don't talk to anybody.
And I love that. As I said, I hate people. So like, unless you're going to be friendly with me, don't talk to me. Like, I don't care that you exist. I'm sorry. So yeah, Vermont's good. I got real good maple syrup now.
I'm jealous. You'll have to send me some.
See, I like how you say syrup because I say it's syrup.
Syrup?
You say it's syrup.
Syrup. Actually,
syrup.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know if
they're fun.
Yeah, they're very strange.
Mm-hmm.
And so despite living in Tennessee most of my life, even before voice training, I never picked up the Southern accent, but I can imitate it perfectly on command when I want to.
Nice. We'll have to have a voice acting night.
I only know the Southern man voice. I don't know the Southern woman voice. That's not as... I'm working on it. I'm still workshopping that one. But I mean, if I just want to go down and talk like this, I can do this all day long.
That there right there like got you stuck up in the morning, Mark.
I was going to say, you sound like a femme boomhauer.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. See, it's hard for me to drop my voice at this point. So, like, I use this voice all the time now. So, like, when I try to go back to my man voice, it doesn't work as well.
Especially when you're, like, being recorded or people are listening.
Yeah, so you're specifically listening to me. It's like, oh, the pressure.
Right? I feel that.
The other day, I was, I do theater, and so I was practicing doing rehearsals. And we didn't have one person showed up, and he was playing the role of adoring boyfriend. And so I was like, don't worry, I'll read for it. Let me just get my boyfriend voice on.
I love that.
Do you still have it?
Oh, yeah. And then one of my co-actors was like, oh, I'll go weak in the knees. And I like winked.
See, I only have my deep voice for metal screaming. My normal metal scream isn't as deep as it used to be, but I can get there if I want to. I tried the other day to try to get down to my original baritone voice for speaking, and it was a no-go, much to my happy delight.
I don't think I want to lose mine. I like being able to go there when I want to.
I like that. I kind of miss it,
Yeah.
but also I don't. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
miss mine.
I gotcha.
So, like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Marcia, you can do it for both of us.
Okay.
Maintain it for both of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Celeste, what is the most challenging thing you've ever done?
I mean, I feel like most trans people are going to have the same answer, but, you know, coming out, not to my wife though. So I came out to my wife a week after my egg crack moment, which happened at 3 a.m. while I was sitting in bed watching YouTube, contemplating nothing really. I was just watching YouTube. And then sitting there, my wife is sleeping next to me. And then I just suddenly am like, oh shit. And so then I dealt with those thoughts for a while, for about a week. Told my wife that was easy. I knew it was going to be easy. And that was quite a blessing to have, to that be an easy conversation to have with her. But then coming out to friends and family, and there was a period of time, especially after I started hormones, a solid 2 to 3 months that I kind of just told my friends, hey, I'm going to go away for a while. Every time I would interact with them, I would fall into the same routines of how I had been interacting with them. And I knew I had to break that, but I didn't know how. So I just basically told them, hi, I still love you all. I'm going to go away for a while, though. And during that time, I completely broke myself apart and I figured out, what did I like deeply actually like being? What did I not like being? And I slowly pieced that together. And then I was able to like reintroduce myself back into life. So like I quit my job. I did everything. I had a 3-month hiatus of everything. And except for my wife, really. And that took a lot. Like, it's easy for me to forget about it now, but every now and then I think about that. I was like, holy shit, that was tough. And I think it's really fucking cool that I was able to do that and like not just survive through it, but thrive through it. And I've found a person inside of me that I really like. And in my 27 years of before that, I had never had. So like,
I'm gonna cry.
oh,
I am too.
and coming out was hard to specifically my family, my parents, all of that. Lots of not understanding. I didn't need them to fully understand, but with the not understanding, there was a lot of like hold you at an arm's length kind of thing. And like my dad being like, why didn't you come talk to me and like get my opinion on this? And I'm like, what could you have possibly helped me with? You are a cis man. What could you have done? And like at that point in my life, so I guess my egg cracking, I had never knowingly interacted with a trans person in my life. Like I lived in rural East Tennessee, and like I'm sure there were trans people around. That's not what I'm saying. It's just like I had never knowingly interacted with one or had even a passing relationship or know-how with one. So like it was easy for me to not understand that. And then, you know, all of that comes forward. Coming out to family was hard. My brother completely disowned me because he didn't trust me around his children. Um, you know, fuck, yeah. My sister's been fantastic though. Like, truly the only one in my family that like easy accepted me, move on, and we have a better relationship as sisters than we ever did as brother and sister.
Oh, that's
Which is
amazing.
cool. Yeah. So
Yeah.
coming out and figuring myself out and what that means, and all of that was also just like dismantling the like spiritual upbringing that I had and like figuring out all of that. I had done a lot of that pre egg crack, but there's a couple extra steps when you realize that you're trans also.
There
Yeah.
are. It's like extra steps there. But like that deconstructing who you are and re-putting it back together, I think that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
When you pull a couple of the Jenga pieces of your life
Yeah.
away and watch it kind of fall and go, well, I guess we're going to start from square one.
Yeah.
Guess we're
Time
doing
to
this
start
now.
all over.
Yeah.
And
Only now they're pink, blue, and white Jenga pieces I'm
Yay.
putting on top of each other.
Yeah. And for me, moving to Vermont was the final, like, I get to start over somewhere where nobody knew me who I was before, and like no preconceptions of me. I get to introduce myself as me, and that's it. They get to take that at face value, and that's pretty cool.
I think you're pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're pretty.
Thank you. I got good at makeup too, so like
Yeah, you did.
that happened.
Good job.
How long did it take you to get good at makeup?
How long? So I've been doing makeup for right at about a year now. So when I first started hormones and everything, I'm like, nah, I don't care about makeup that much. And then I suddenly started caring about makeup. And then I became obsessed with it, as I do about things. So like I would put it all on, I would wipe it all off, I'd put it all on again. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist about things that I care about. And so like doing my eyeliner, I would probably draw it on and wipe it off 6 or 7 times in the mornings before work after I finally came out like and started a job as a woman. And so perfectionist with that kind of stuff. So it just a stupid amount of practice and me being overly harsh at like this angle is slightly different than the other angle. I got to start all over.
I'm
So you see,
definitely a
this time,
perfectionist too at that. But it's interesting because when I started transitioning, I did that a little bit. And now that I'm like a little bit further in, I have like less of a desire to. Which is kind of interesting because it
understand.
was like the opposite of you. I still enjoy it and I still enjoy doing it a lot, but it's also one of those things if it's like almost feels like a hassle sometimes now.
I understand that, but I still enjoy looking up and reading about makeup and watching short videos on how people do it, and I'm still learning new things. Like I've gotten better over time. Clearly, like I at least semi know what I'm doing here, but I have a lot more to learn, and I
Yeah.
want to
Well,
I want to be able to
you
go
do great though.
wild. Thank you.
I think we all
I
have a
think
lot to learn.
yeah. Well, I think there's an important distinction to make that, like, and I'm going to say this for the listeners. Trans people don't owe you being good at makeup. There's a difference between that and people being like makeup aficionados, right? Like they really care about it, and it's something that they're passionate for, like Celeste. But at the same time, like we don't owe you that. That's for us. It's for us, right? It makes you happy. I mean, yeah,
Yep.
you look fantastic, but I see how happy it makes you, and it makes me so
Yeah.
happy to see that.
Yeah, it makes me happy to do it. And something extra cool about Vermont that I never felt comfortable in Tennessee going out in public without makeup on. Like that was an uncomfortable thing. Up here,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable enough to do it and I'm still treated with respect and still even gendered correctly, which I don't understand, but like obviously I'll take it. I appreciate it.
I love that.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that meandered a bit, but here we are.
Great. That was a great meander.
That was a
Great
great
bunny
meander.
trail.
You see, this time I led more with the question that would have some more negative connotations. We could dig ourselves back out of that hole and
Yeah.
ask some more fun ones afterward. So, Marcia, do you want to ask some questions?
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, I've got plenty of fears. Spiders? I hate spiders.
Really?
And I know that's so stereotypical. So my wife and I had a thing. It was like even in our vows at our wedding was like I had to kill the spiders. I've always hated spiders. She just hates spiders a little bit more. And one of the first things she said to me after, I came out to her, she's like, "You still gotta kill the spiders." I'm like, fuck.
I'm so proud of you for facing that fear.
I'm terrified of needles, and yet my preferred form of estrogen is injections that I do every week. So, yeah. I also hate heights. I'm not tackling that fear, though. That fear can just stay there.
How about ski lifts?
Well, I've never been skiing, so that would be terrifying, though. Yeah.
Be terrifying.
I do like roller coasters, though. So,
What a twist!
what a twist.
What an exciting
And a
journey.
Other fears. I mean, I could go really deep and dark and depressing with it, but I don't think that's necessary.
I mean, if you want to,
I mean, both of you are wearing black lipstick today, so.
we are.
It was planned.
It was planned.
Rude. I don't even have any black lipstick.
That's why we didn't ask you.
OMG.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
OMG.
This is only my second time ever wearing black lipstick, in fact.
It is. You take to it so well.
Thank you. I like
And
it.
so,
I feel...
and so do you, River.
Oh, River, great job!
You did such a good job on your makeup today, River.
Oh, River. You are a gem. You're better at it than I am, so...
Oh, I'm not. Honey,
yes.
I'm not. I'm
yes,
really
you
not.
are. It's okay. It's okay.
That's very sweet of you to say. To feed my vainglorious attitude, but it's really not true.
Let's feed River's ego.
I'm all for it.
I mean, that's
River,
what
you
I'm
look
here for.
amazing. You wear that lipstick as if it were a guitar.
What?
You play licks on it.
I suddenly want to learn to play guitar?
I'm blushing.
What we're saying, River, here is you're hot as fuck.
Uh-huh.
And so are you, Marcia.
Mm-hmm. But especially
So are
River.
you,
This
Celeste?
is River's.
Especially Celeste.
Well, I was making sure you weren't left out.
Oh yeah.
You're also hot as fuck.
Thank you.
It's true.
You're
It's true,
welcome.
you are.
I don't feel hot as fuck today. I'm just wearing a t-shirt that says explore on it.
Hot as fuck
Hot
is
as
not
fuck.
is not just makeup. It's not an outfit. It's an essence.
It's yes.
And you've got that essence.
That's right. It's called Ooh Day Hot as Fuck.
You're goddamn
Yeah.
right it is. You're goddamn right.
I'm hoping they
Just
can
spritz
sell it in a bottle.
on in the morning and you're perfect.
I could use some hot as fuck over here.
I'll send it to you. It's cheap.
Oh, we're really stupid, and I love it.
I fucking love this. I love this. All right, sorry to derail the conversation to make everyone give me compliments. But I'm not
Anytime.
sorry. I'm not sorry at all. That was
Don't be.
wonderful.
I
Don't be.
love your fashion style. It is amazing.
I am
you.
jealous of your fashion style.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you. I got a lot more goth after I had my surgery.
It's wonderful.
So
It
it's
really
what they don't
suits you.
warn you.
Yeah.
When they yeet the testicles, they also put a little bit of a little something goth in there.
Oh,
They don't tell you about that.
they didn't. No.
No, they don't tell you.
It's it's the death of the penis that just brings it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that why you wear a ton of belts and stuff? Most Goths I know wear a ton of belts on their legs and
I
stuff.
don't do
okay.
that.
I didn't understand where you were going with that at first.
I
I thought
didn't.
it was a setup, and I was like, "Where is this?"
No.
No, I don't wear a lot of belts.
Just a joke about goth clothes.
I do wear a lot of leggings now, though, and it is amazing.
Oh, I imagine.
Oh, I think my partner's home.
What is something you're most proud of, Celeste?
I don't know how to answer that question in the form of somehow I've not already answered.
Okay, we'll skip that question then.
So, like, I basically summed that up. I'm sorry.
If you could travel to a fictional world, which one would you pick and why?
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I mean, I have always loved Lord of the Rings, as we've spoken about before. Do love that. That would be a good one. I love fantasy settings in general. So, like,
There's so many different fantasy settings.
there's so many cool fantasy settings. But the problem is there's always like a really bad thing happening too. So how do you pick one? Well, we'll pick Lord of the Rings. It's just fantastical enough to be interesting, but you could also live a pretty average life in the world of Lord of the Rings and still like see some cool shit at the same time.
Which race would you want to be a part of? Or would you just be you transported in there?
I think I would just be me.
Okay.
I think I would just be me.
I would probably want to live either in the Shire or Mirkwood.
I would love to be
Being an elf would be
a damn
cool.
elf. Yeah.
You already
of course
are
you
an
and
elf.
It's true.
Hot
Yeah.
enough for one.
Yes, you are, River.
Yeah.
You both it.
Yeah. I just want to be able to walk on snow without sinking into it.
I want to just see what those elf eyes can see.
Yeah, exactly. What do your elf eyes see?
I see.
I like it. I like what I see.
Like, so yeah, we'll go with Lord of the Rings. I like that. It's just, I like it.
Sweet. I will pick a different question here. Hey, Celeste.
Yeah.
What are you binging?
What am I binging?
What are you binging?
What you binging?
What you binging?
I've been kind of hopping around a couple different things recently, but the closest thing to my obsession, this isn't quite what you're asking. I'm watching a lot of Overwatch gameplay. I'm watching people stream Overwatch. That's my thing right now. And it's been like kind of my thing for the last month or so. And we're going on a pretty long obsession for me. I usually change every 2 to 3 weeks, but we're still going strong. So
is this Overwatch 2 or still Overwatch 1?
So Overwatch 1 doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
So Overwatch 1 multiplayer transformed into Overwatch 2. And that's all of Overwatch 2 that is out right now, is just that multiplayer. They have a single player component coming out at some point. I don't know. That doesn't really matter too much to me, but it all kind of rolled over and it's like free to play now and all of that kind of stuff. So
are you playing it or just watching it?
I play and watch.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've always been like a first-person shooter player. Like I've been playing almost every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2 back in I don't know what year that was. I was what but a wee lad. And first-person shooters have always been like my favorite thing. Like growing up, I played lots of Call of Duty. I played lots of Halo, lots of Battlefield, and then Overwatch was cool and interesting when it first came out. Just it being like a hero shooter and that kind of thing. There was a lot more to learn, and I've come to really like that. At least if I'm playing with someone, that game is just miserable to play if you're playing not with friends or something. So
Who do
yeah,
you
I play
main?
lots. I love Brigitte support.
Yes.
I love Lucio. If I play DPS, I'll play May or Symmetra. Symmetra is actually probably my favorite DPS. And then if I'm tanking, Diva's my gal. Also Orisa. Orisa's pretty cool.
What do you think your choices of mains say about you personality-wise?
That I have no ability to pick one single thing ever, like most people do. See, this is why Overwatch is great for me. I'm so ADHD. I've got like 30, we're up to like 30, 36 different heroes, and they all play differently.
Mhm.
So like I get bored, I just swap to something different.
That's a good way to do it.
It feeds my lack of focus.
I get bored if I have to play the same character too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, I always wrestle with my ADHD and my autism wrestle. It's like I need to have a routine versus I need something fresh and new. And frequently the autism wins, and it's like I guess I'm playing Doomfist again.
You're a Doomfist main?
Was for a bit. I was like, I have one thing, and it works every time.
I don't even play Overwatch.
I haven't played it in probably 3-4 years though. So I don't know what my main is now that I've transitioned.
Yeah, Doomfist is a tank now, so it's a whole different ball game with Doomfist.
Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's a whole different fist game.
Pre-transition, I used to play a ton of League, and my favorite characters in that were all of the women characters who transformed into beasts. So there was like Nidalee transformed into a cougar, like Elise transformed into a spider, Shyvana transformed into a dragon, and then later I found out I was trans, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay,
that makes sense. That tracks.
I have one really quick tangent to go off on, if that's okay.
Please. Please.
It's reminded me. So I used to stream a little bit before, a couple of years before I transitioned. And I'm really bad at video games. It was just funny to watch me play them terribly. And one of them was playing with my friend Meg in Overwatch. And back in the day, you could actually have more than one person play the same character. And so there's an episode out there that's called Too Many Lucios, because her and I both chose Lucio for funsies, and every other person on our team in matchmaking was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this too.
I love it.
We won like overwhelmingly. It was ridiculous.
That's fantastic. I love that.
I did that back in the day, but with Torbjorn. We were all Torbjorn. So just so many turrets. You can't do anything about it. It's so stupid.
Dumb.
Well, that'll do it for us tonight, folks. For those of you who don't know anything about Overwatch, thanks for sticking with us.
So I will plug a little bit. I've not yet. I have a deep desire back in me to finally start streaming once again. Mm-hmm. So I do already have a Twitch. It is the same as my Twitter, just Sapphic Celeste. Will I ever do it? Who knows? But I would like to. So give me a follow just in case. But I'll definitely drop it on Twitter too.
I will. I'll give you a follow, and you can follow me at Mercia. And we should play together sometime. We can do that Twitch thing.
Yeah.
Where you can have.
I want to do that.
Squad stream.
Yeah, let's try stream. Triple stream. Let's do it.
The try stream. Yeah, I am also on Twitch, but I have not streamed anything, and also under the same Cupcake Hellsword.
Yeah.
Someday.
Do we want
consistent branding?